Good evening, all. FIE's Junkanoo Rush. Feel it in your belly, folks. It's cold. Lord of mercy. It's the countdown to Nervous Saturday. And folks, tonight is all a party. If you're joining us live, go ahead and share the video. We want you to share this tonight as much as possible. It's a party affair, and we have our special guest, the one and only, the king of DJing, the king of music, the mighty Pencil.
Yes. What's up, 242?
What's happening? Now, we're going to do some quick house rules before we start tonight, folks. Papa, we have some condolences. As you know, Percy Paul passed this morning. I got a call early this morning, and so we have to say condolences to his family. You know, Ross and I are pretty close, and when I got that call early this morning, my heart dampened because a few weeks ago we talked about him on the show along with Rolla, and so you know, yeah, it's a rough day today. It's a rough day today. So we say condolences to the Shell Saxon superstars, and you know, we pray for Miss Paul and Teron and Terry and all of them. We send condolences to them. Papa, also, we saw a little thing floating around that KFC is having something done with the Junkanoo World where they're having a competition. So if you're interested in that, folks, you can go to the NJC page. I see they posted it on the page earlier. You have anything else to add to that, Pops? Okay, Papa say no. Now, Ryan's going to put up a picture for us real quick before we start here. Papa sent me 2 photos earlier. Papa, let's talk about that a little bit. You see that picture, Pencil? Boy, that's Bay Street.
Yeah, this display was done for the visit of, I think it was Prince Charles, and I think it was numerous Junkanooers or just Bahamians on the whole just decorated Bay Street. So it crossed my mind. I say, saying that we have no Junkanoo, we could actually put on a display of some sort. I know it's a little short notice, but you can imagine we could be able to put on a display something like this on Bay Street, Christmas through Boxing Day, and let it run through New Year's. Just saying. It's just a thought of mine.
Just setting it up. Mind you, we thought about that, but then you know that's still going to cause crowd gathering. That's the only thing about it, because you know when we see one costume, we come and stand up and we won't look. Or we won't touch and we won't feel. But it's excellent. It is excellent. When I saw you send me that today, I said, wow. And look how it's done. And you could see that Bay Street back in the day. You could see the hotel, the old Sheridan, all the way to the back. Yeah, very interesting.
Yeah. So just something that I came across today. Actually, somebody sent it to me and suggested it. But they don't like to be called out so much. So I just thought I'd bring it forward for them tonight.
Right.
See.
All right. See
that's another piece.
That's another piece on it. It's beautiful. And it actually showing the ships look like. Yeah, it's actually showing the ships look like.
Yeah.
All right, folks, there you have it. Now, folks, if you're joining us live, please go ahead and share the video. Share, Pencil. I don't know if you want to go ahead and share it to your other pages. If you're on Junkanoo Let's Talk Junkanoo, Bahamian Culture, Governance, any of those pages, go ahead and share it for folks. Tonight is all about a party. We're having the countdown to Nervous Saturday, and we have the one and only, like I say, the mighty Pencil. Introduce yourself to us and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, 242, mighty Pencil, yeah. And I just love Junkanoo. Junkanoo till the day I die, you know what I mean? A lot of people know me as the mighty Pencil, but you know what I mean? Grew up off of East Street, 22 Shop Corner. and represent straight across the wall. Went to Columbus Primary. After that, went to Donald Davis, and then I had all the way out east I'm sorry, all the way out in the west of Government High School. So yeah, and that's my life story right there. You know, just love Junkanoo music and love doing Junkanoo, doing the things for Junkanoo.
So tell us how you got this name, Pencil. Tell us how you got this name.
Well, when I was small, I was skinny. So bad skinny, very, 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 very skinny. And then from there, just growing. And then the Mighty really came on after 100 Jams opened in 1992. You know what I mean? When I first started, I went on the radio station and Eric D was like, you got to change that pencil. I was like, no, man, I like that. And he's like, no, we got to put something else on that. I was like, what? So he's like, put the Mighty on it. I was like, okay, cool. So that's how I get the name the Mighty Pencil. But yeah, I was very skinny when I was small. So, you know, that's how it go.
All right, so that's just like a radio personality name.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Started off
yeah.
at 100 Jams and, you know, playing La Porn Disco from La Porn Disco. I was just playing all about on the street and everything. And then 100 Jams called me and tell me, I basically opened the radio station because they came to me. It's like, we're looking for young talent and, you know, you're the hardest thing on the street. So we need you to come and play for us. And the rest is history, you know what I mean? Opened the radio station and had a lot of people jobs there and stuff like that. And by the way, just let me say rest in peace to Philip Sands, Juan Barteles, you know, because he was one of my big inspirators and everything that I do. So I just want to send a big rest in peace to him still, although he's been passed a few months ago.
Yeah, well, Philip is a part of my system. He trained under me and under the judging system. So, you know, I had a little, on one of our shows, we did a little section to him. Because, you know, when Ivan Vanley's reaching over.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he was big over everything. We had classes from him, even when we used to be at the Street Theater. We should just take over. And I thought to say, listen here, you come to learn or you come to teach. Because you know, when he start talking, that's it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, he would be missing.
Calm down. Yeah, he'll be greatly missed. Now, that's one of the questions I had to ask you, Pencil, was about that. And so let's talk now. People are chiming in and they're saying, this Junkanoo weather. This is Junkanoo weather. It's Junkanoo weather. It's time for us to come up with, you know, somehow we got to do something to feel what's going on around us right now. Because, you know, as the government has said, there's not going to be any Junkanoo this year. So the closest we can come to Junkanoo is Junkanoo music.
Just the music. That's all we can do is give them the good music.
That's the music.
You know what I mean? And like I say, I just be pushing this thing straight through to just try to keep it alive. So at least we still have the music we could play, you know what I mean? That's the most important thing.
Right. So what is your inspiration for going around to the different groups to record? What inspired you to do that?
Well, let me just give you a story on that. What happened is that well, you know, I was a Saxon, still got Saxon in my heart now, you know. But what happened is that one day I was back in when I was working the 100 Jam back in like in 87, 80, it would have been like around 87, 86, 85, 86. I just went over by Saxon practice one day and I said, you know what, just let me record this music. But what really pushed me to do it is because Charmaine, you know, everywhere you go, the DJs, I'm just playing the Behemoth, the Jamaican music and the rap music, and you know what I mean? And they forgetting about the Behemoth thing. And then it was at that time, we just had Ronnie Butler, the KB, the Irish Star, and you know, just the name a few, Sweet Emily, and it wasn't that much artists coming out really pushing Behemoth music like that. And the Gino D. So I just decided, you know what, that let me just record this music and just so Junkanoo music could be played all year round. You know, and one day I had a DAT machine. So I took it out of Saxon practice and I just started, I recorded it and I ended up playing in my car just so I could have it, you know. And all of a sudden, Casey, the guy from the Saxon, used to be Tum Tum, then he came to me. I had a store in South Beach Shopping Plaza, M3 the Hardway. And he came to me and he had his music playing because I had it playing in the store. And he's like, man, I need a copy of that on cassette. I need that cassette. Because back then everything was cassette, you know what I mean?
Right.
So he's like, yo, man, I need a copy of that. And I was like, no, I ain't got the CD. He said, man, I'll pay whatever you want for it, I'll pay for it. And I was like, I cool. I don't have it record. So he was like, man, again, the food store, when you come back, I'll record. You don't mind recording one for me. I'll give you $10 for it. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't want to sell it. Like I said, I just wanted it to play all year round for me. And for me being a DJ, I could play it wherever I go. And that's what really happened. And people used to be coming to me like, man, play that song, play this Junkanoo song. We hear you playing the song. And that's how I get to start recording it. You know what I mean? I had to get it out there.
Right. Well, that was perfect because, we never hear Junkanoo played any place else until you started to really put them
Oh,
on
and by the
CD.
way, that's how come the Roots, I think it was Chris playing, that's when Chris was still with the Roots. And Chris,
Facillian,
that's
right.
when they did, that's when they did the Roots CD after that, because they was like, well, if this boy could do it, we could do it too. So I gave them the inspiration to go there and, went in the studio and just do the Junkanoo. And after when the Roots came out, with that CD, it was just like everybody just started really tuning into it because that was really quality sound. Remember now, I just put this thing with Mike out there and just try it and it worked. I never tried to like make money off of this and I just wanted to do it just for me. So with me doing it, it caused the Roots to go there, Chris those to go there and do it. And it just, it worked after that and the rest is history.
All right. So folks, if you're watching us, go ahead and share our video tonight. We're going to do a countdown and Spencer is going to play some music and we're going to put up some information to let you know where you can go ahead. So Papa asked me today, Papa, where do you think you want him to start from? Tell us, Papa, where you want him to start from. Because Spencer said he got music dating all the way back down to 2007.
Yeah, 2007. That was the first recording that I did.
Papa said your best was 2010. That's what he tells me. I know.
Which group that was, Papa?
I always remember the Saxons, the 2010 Saxons with Fast Eddie intro. I always love that CD, and I think it emphasizes Thompson with the tom in the front at the beginning. Yes, that's it.
As you can hear from this world-renowned group who has taken Junkanoo music to new and greater heights, no matter where they've come from. Everyone around the world, they're always waiting for the music of the Saxon superstars. This is our music.
Yeah, so that radio when Fast Eddie dropped, but I freak out now because I was like, wow, this thing sound good. You know what I mean? And it was just amazing. But remember now, I was the person that really grew up on music. When I used to go to Don Davis, I was the only person in the school bringing a boombox to school for the Christmas parties and stuff. You know what I mean? So music was ever in my blood and stuff. And then like I used to walk over by the Valley Boys practice. Although I was a Saxon, I used to walk over by the Valley Boys practice just to hear their music, especially when the brass came out, when Ronald Sims really. Now, they said the brass started with the music makers, but who perfected to me was the Valley Boys. So when the Valley Boys really, I used to walk by the park, still in school, walking by the park just to hear that brass music. And so shouts out to Ronald Sims because he stopped that brass on lock. You know what I mean? So Mr. Ronald Sims, I got you and I have that new Christmas CD for you also. So you straight.
Okay, so folks, if you're listening, like we said, go ahead and share the video. We're going to give you some numbers that you can go ahead with. Pencil, let them know where they can pick up copies of the CDs from and what specials if they could get this. I've been hearing like special. So tell them what you're offering for the Christmas because they can't find this music no place else right now. What we be playing tonight. Exactly. So they have to come to Pencil to get the music. So first off with the music and then we can put it up to tell them where to come get your music.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the CD is $10, but for the month of December, I'm only selling it for $5. But I add on $2 extra just so I could take care of some kids for Christmas. The $2 will be going towards the kids. So for those who can't afford a toy, I just want to give some kids some toys. So basically, the CD is $7. We have the Valley CD, we have the Root CD, Saxon, Genesis, One Family. And shouts out to all the groups. And let me just say something because millennial. I'll wait till you all ask me the question because a lot of people be saying.
You could talk and be free, buddy. We just waiting for this music so we can get off.
Yeah, so a lot of people be saying like I be making a lot of money from the CDs, but that's not true. You know, when I have the guys who they're standing up with those sticks in their hand and stuff like that, with the microphone in their hand, I gotta pay them, I gotta feed them, I gotta give them, buy them drinks and stuff like that and everything. Then I gotta come home and master it. But what I do to every group that I record the CD for, I give them back 100 CDs, every group, so they could sell.
Wow.
So this is
Yeah.
my contribution to them. I give
Oh,
them back
wow.
100 CDs, and
Wow.
I tell them, hey, this right here is my contribution. This is you could make $1,000 off of this, off of the same 100 CD, and that would be
Wow.
my contribution to the group. You know what I mean? And then I turn around and like I do lead
Wow.
selling for free. Sorry, not for free. I sell them to the people for $5 one. Or what I do, even if someone in the group who I know come to me or my mom's place, I'd be like, at my mom home, I'd be like, hey, give them the free DC because you know they blowing the brass or they beating the drum, they shaking the cowbell, whatever. So, you know, I always look out for people.
Right.
But you know, you got a lot of
Right.
people saying,
Okay.
Pence will be making a lot of money out of this and da 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 da. No, that's not true. That is not true. You know, I just had to really put that out there because I
Mm-hmm.
understand another Chuck Canoe talk show was talking about it. They don't like to play the music because they saying, uh, anyway, let's not get into that. Yeah, back to your story now.
Spencer,
That's it.
let
Yes,
me
sir.
let me let me ask you. Speaking of the economic side of it, you've been to festivals all around the world. You've been to carnivals around the world. I know
Yep,
you're a junkanoo at heart.
yep.
Um, how can we turn junkanoo into a mechanism where we could actually make money as opposed to spending money all the time, like we're doing right now?
Well, one of the biggest thing, one of our biggest problem is that the junkanooers like to do things for free, and we got to stop that. Now, when I say for free, and I'm sorry to say it, but I have to say it, and I like to speak truth to power. The former prime minister, let's get right there, Perry Christie. He gave. Now, I's a carnival freak. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'm a carnival freak. But here's what one of my where my disappointment came in with all of this. He gave he gave Carnival $9 million, right? The start of Carnival in the Bahamas. This is where I give all junkanooers wrong for. From Perry Christie gave them $9 million for Carnival. The junkanoo is supposed to say, look here, we ain't going to Bay Street unless we get even half of that. So
Mm-hmm.
everybody could be paid. Why was I so disappointed? Is that no junkanoo stand up. Yes, Wooler might have been a part of Carnival. Yes, Tones and Ralph might have been a part of Carnival. Gus Cooper was a part of Carnival too. But Gus Cooper and those and Wooler and all of those, they just they're a handful of people who was doing it. So it's more us than them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So every junkanoo is supposed to stand up and say, you know what? We ain't going to Bay Street unless we get a piece of this pie. Because if you could give Carnival 9 million, big man, you got to give us something to do. And from that right there, nobody was supposed to show up on Bay Street Boxing Day on New Year's. And what we can do, had the government hands tied, and what they had to do, pay the junkanooers right now. Because here's the deal, I'd be very mad and disappointed to see that all the time and the effort that these junkanooers take to put into all of these costumes and all of these pieces and all these stuff. Don't forget now, when the leader them, when they go to the leader what they get? Paper, glue, and the framework, whatever it is, right? But they be spending a lot of money on their own pocket. I remember one time I was going to Miami. There's a guy from one family who was on the plane with me. He said, man, I ain't going. I come right back. I said, like, what you going for? He said, Pencil, I ain't going to buy feathers. I ain't going to buy feathers. I said, you
Wow.
going to
Wow.
buy
Sure. From
feathers?
Sherman's. From Sherman's. Yeah. From
I'm telling
Sherman's.
you. So
Yeah.
they spend a lot of money. They spend, look at these bellas. These bellas right now, they costume be like costume. And they
Yeah.
spending like $3,000-4,000 a day, personal money, they family money. And what they getting back in return? Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
the junkanooers, I give all them wrong. I cuss them out to see that they still end up on Bay Street. Everybody was supposed to stop rushing until they get on, until Perry Christie at that time say, you know what? We got to pay these people for junkanoo. So that's where the problem is. We ain't serious about it.
Mm-hmm.
We are
Right.
not
Right.
serious about it. You know, now here's the deal. They getting ready to transform Bay Street. John Canoe better be the number one part of that same transformation on Bay Street, or we should have an uprising and we should have a problem. I ain't telling you no
Mm-hmm.
lie. because we have to start making money from this. We got to.
Yeah.
We spend too much
Some
time
revenue.
costume, some revenue, man. We spend a lot of time on these costume or practicing, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, your team don't come first, your group don't come first, you don't make no money, and at the end of the day, what you getting from it? Nothing. It don't make no sense no more. So we have to get some revenue from this, and we got to put the government feet to the fire. I'm sorry to say it, but we have to. This can't be no more freebie no more. Can't be.
No, because like you said, we just, you know, like you said, we can't keep doing it for free. We have to have some kind of revenue coming from it. It's our passion, and it's killing a lot of the persons with a lot of passion in it. Because we could play.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Papa and I, we talk about that all the time. We eat, sleep, live. We live Junkanoo. We live together. We do it because we love it. Even though we were discouraged in a lot of things that we do, we still hard at it every day, putting the information out there, you know, just supporting the thing to make sure that we keep this thing alive. And we want people, when we go, we want people to continue what we're doing because we have to pass it down to our children and our children's children, you know? And so that's why we stand strong in everything we do, get it to try to get the information out there. And you know, I even noticed, Pencil, even though when we do our shows and stuff. Go ahead.
You know how much husbands and wife break up over the same Junkanoo thing every year? You understand what I'm saying? Don't forget them round the clock in the shop. You busting your hip for this thing, and at the end of the day, you ain't getting nothing back for it. Your wife mad, your family mad. You owe the house for 2 months. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you getting nothing for this. That ain't fair. That's not fair.
Yep, that ain't fair. All right, friends, so listen here. Let's bust off one. People, if you're watching, go ahead and share the video. You know, we're going to tell you where you can go ahead and pick up the CDs. And please, type who your favorite group is so I can be telling Pencil who on and who's sharing and who music we could play. Because we're doing a countdown. The nervous Saturday, man, Pencil Saturday, coming here with the band on our team, man.
It's so nervous.
Listen, we're going to make it nervous tonight because we can have people jump in tonight. If you're watching again, go ahead and share the video. Pencil is about to lick it off. Man, I can get up and start dancing. Listen, Pencil, I got my media jacket. I'm ready. I got to do something.
Well, this right here is my first CD I ever record after the cassette. When I really gone on there with 4 mics. This is one of the first CD that I recorded, and it was the Saxon. And this is one with everybody playing, and this is from 2017. That is the wrong one I played. This is the one I go on to play. Sorry, 2005. I go back from 2005.
Oh, 5.
And this happens to be the one that everybody like, and all the DJs be playing.
Right.
Shell Sax in 2005.
Wow.
Now you go and you get them and start moving up. It's like a beat. When you hear Junkanoo music, you can't keep still.
Boy, these headphones, these make me feel like I'm right in the middle of the day when Junkanoo music playing on this. I feel like I'm in the square or down
I'm telling you.
in the hole.
I'm telling you. This is where the bonanza starts from radio. Of course, you want to start mixing something. When you're doing, start mixing in a little while.
Oh yeah, man, we ready, we ready. We got a lot of people big enough you from the Saxons, Jermaine, Makaki. We got Platinum Knights in the house, Junior and Crew tuning. We got Big God or the Valley Boys or the Coral Harbor. Steve Johnson from Rooster, he retired, but he in the place. So this one is favorite. If you're watching, go ahead, share the video. It's the countdown to Nervous Saturday. Spencer, you notice how the pace has picked up now, like over the years, you can hear the difference in your recording of how the music is to be slower and fast paced, and they pick it up.
Yes, it's changed because I every year I learn something new, and I just keep trying to perfect it. So one of these days I'm gonna really get this to the studio quality sound that it really needs to be. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
right.
Trust me, this is hard, man. This is hard to do. I'm be honest, it's hard to do, and people think it's like really easy, but it's really hard to do. You know. In the line. Ladies and gentlemen, paparazzi's coming around right now with the camera. Pause for the camera. Pause for the camera.
Boy, and Papa been doing that for so long, I tell you. Wow.
That was the first CD I've ever recorded, and this was the second one by the Valley Boys. So I just playing pieces so you could really hear. You know, and this is in 2007.
Right.
This is the Valley Boys. everybody. Let me get right into the Jungle Father now. This is the Valley Boys. This is the first seed I've ever recorded from the Valley Boys, 2007. And this part right here is one of my favorite part of the city. You're gonna love this.
That's some blues. Sound like some blues.
Oh yeah. This was my favorite song from the Valley Boys. You're gonna love this one. Lord, it's cold and I get not. That's all I say. It's cold and I get not.
Well,
And
folks, if you're watching, go ahead and share the video. And if you want to purchase the CDs, you can WhatsApp 4225718. Like Pencil says,
yeah,
the CDs are $7, $5 for the purchase of the CD. And please help an unfortunate family with the extra $2 so he'll be able to contribute to the family. So again, the number is 4225718. And he has CDs from 07 straight up to 2000.
actually 05. Now,
05.
Yeah, one of some of the groups, like when I go to record them, either it rain or they ain't ready. And this was happening lately for the past like 3 years, especially for the past 3-4 years, where a group promised me that Pence will be ready for you, but when we get out there, they ain't ready. Or we want you come the next week. Because you know what they want to do, they want to hear what this one playing first or that one playing first. And then they, or they don't want to be the first to be recorded because they figure out someone can teach their song. But this is what I always tell them. It don't work like that. Everybody can come on Bay Street blowing the same song, but it's who perfected the best is where the problem really comes. So I tell them, don't worry about that. But a lot of them be like, no, don't come now. Come next week. So, and the messed up part of it, Charmaine, is that I got to play the Christmas parties. People booking me for this way, that place, and that way, and that way. And so I trying to like fit them in so I could go to them. Right. So I could go to them and do what I got to do for them and then still end up going to the party. So a lot of parties, they cost me reach later. People mad at me because I can't make it to the party, but I really trying to get a junk in the group in. But Charmaine, I can tell you this right now. I don't care if I don't make $1 from these CDs, I don't care. All I want is for Junkanoo music to be played all year round.
Around the world. Well,
around the world.
That remind me something, Pencil. I saw you post something, I don't know, it was a couple of months back where you was down on Bay Street and you went into a store. So
glad you're talking about this.
Yeah,
I'm glad you're talking about this. I was on Bay Street. A friend of mine, me and Buckham Donna, was on Bay Street, Charmaine. And there's a store right opposite John Bull. They was playing music and the music was playing so loud. Mm-hmm. And Charmaine, they playing this song from Busy Signal. It called Say So. One phone call it take to get a man shot. Bah! Right? They playing all of this reggae song on Bay Street now. Watch this. What really excites me with the Bahamas, the Bahamas is the only country you go to and you hit the Mecca, the Bay Street, the shopping district, or whatever country you go in. But the Bahamas is the only country where they ain't playing Bahamian or Junkanoo music. And the sad part is, but we get two set of music we could give them. We could give them Junkanoo and we could give them Bahamian music. But everybody just playing what they want to play on Bay Street. And this is my problem with the flicking government. I want cuss, but I can't cuss. This is my problem with the government. The PLP, the FNM, the DNA, the whoever, all kind of, like Finland is say, they need to get culture right in this country. And we got to blame the government, Shamin. I don't care where nobody coming from or whatever nobody tell me. The DJs out there, I blame them because here's the deal. The reason why the Bahamian music don't go right now today, on a Saturday, because every DJ out there, 90% of them, all they play is rap and reggae. 90, right. You know what I just say? 90% of the DJs today play rap and reggae. And guess what they do after that? But it's really like my heart. They talk like they from Jamaica. I've never been Jamaica in their life. Don't even know what area, which way Jamaica is on the map and from Nassau. But that's our main problem. So the reason why our Bahamian music don't grow is because the DJs don't play it. The radio stations, the top radio station, and I shame to say it, especially my station, where I grown from a baby, 100 jams, you got to start playing the Bahamian music. That's the only way the Bahamian music can go. That's why I say this to you right now, right? And I want you and Paparazzi to answer me this question. What is the number one Bahamian song out there right now today? The female Bahamian song for the past 15 years. Now, no, let me rephrase that. Sorry. Because we just got some new female artists that just bust the early part of this year. But what was the number one song for the past 10 years in the Bahamas right now from a female artist?
From Emily, or Sweet Emily?
No.
Oh.
Veronica Bishop. Tell all I hear.
Tell all I hear. Right, okay.
Now let's be real. For the past, listen now, I only tell you 10 now. That was the number one song, a female number one song for the past 15 years in Nassau, in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Why is that?
Wow.
You don't think we have a problem, Charmaine?
Yeah. How did you say it?
Name me, Paparazzi, name me one song without a tell all I hear right now today.
Wow, and that's still doing. Papa said he ain't feeling too good, so he give me some questions that he want me to ask you. That's why he's not on the screen.
Just let me finish. And that is why the Bahamian music can go today. So we thank God for the Nishi Elliott, the D-Marks, the Puzzles, the Cupids, the RVs, you know what I mean? Rhythm Band, the crew from Rhythm Band, Lady E and all that. But we still need more Bahamian artists to get involved with this Bahamian music, you know, and the DJs got to play it and the radio station got to play it. But now back to Bay Street. But before you come from that, Pencil, let me say something. I remember, I think it was year before last, Independence. They had an all Bahamian review extra on Fort Charlotte. And they had Bahamian artists singing from 6, 7 o'clock. I said, boy, this could be a good night. It was a Thursday, but it was a holiday. Right.
And let me tell you something. If they had 100 people on the floor, they had nobody. And I talk about young Bahamian artists playing the whole night. And only about 100 people.
Appreciate our own.
No, we don't. We don't.
That's sad. We don't appreciate our own.
We don't.
And that's so sad.
We don't at all.
But let us be bringing in reggae artists here, or hip hop artists here, or rap art, whatever. The place buckle, the people paying to get in. The concert, what you talking about might even been free.
Yeah, it was free. It was free, and nobody was out there. I stayed until the D-Mark was the last person on, and trust me, I danced like KB, Veronica Bishop. They had a whole line of Puzzles. What's his name? Sammy. They had everybody.
Yeah, but let that have been a carnival. Let that have been a carnival show. Go ahead. Let that have been a carnival show or reggae show or something like that. And watch how buckled the place would have been. And this is the
I know,
problem that
right?
was happening in the Bahamas for a couple long years. And like I say, I blame the government for all of this, because the government right now should tell every radio station, you all need to play 50% Bahamian music, or give and take, let's say 40% Bahamian music. The country would be better and the Bahamian music would grow.
Mhm.
But if the government ain't putting their foot down, we're gonna always have this problem. Every store on Bay Street, Charmin, is supposed to just be playing Bahamian music.
Yeah.
You understand me? Especially in the day when them tourists passing, every store on Bay Street supposed to just be playing Bahamian music. But here goes the problem. The government of the Bahamas ain't checking. So what you want the people do?
Right. So proper question for you is why? Let me see what this question is. 1 minute. Let me see what he puts here.
Go ahead.
He said, "What does Junkanoo mean to you?"
Junkanoo mean the world to me. That's why anytime anybody having anything, especially when it comes to Junkanoo, I want to be a part of it, and I want to be right there to share it and everything. Even if someone die, even if I just got to go to the funeral and they had the Junkanoo music, I want to be right there. Junkanoo mean the world to me. And Charmaine, I'll say this, and a lot of people don't know. I grew up in the Saxon. I grew up pacing in the Saxon. If Willow's on the screen right now, he could tell you there's a young boy and one of Willow, when Willow used to have his business there on Fort Charlotte, there's a picture he had on a big picture he had on the back of his wall. The young man in that pacing, that right there is the Mighty Pencil.
Wow.
So a lot of people might say Pencil don't know nothing but Junkanoo, or Pencil just come around Junkanoo. No, bro. There's a picture what was in Willow office today. If he could show you all that. The young man pacing right there, who he's teaching how to pace, that's me right there. And let me tell you something. Let me show you how much I love Junkanoo and how much I love the Saxon. When the Saxon decided to break off and turn, and some of them became one family with Jackson and the crew. My whole crew gone. When I say my whole crew, Freddie Markey, my uncle Stafford, Trevor, like the number one biller right now, one of the number one billers for one family. The whole spray team gone. All the Dane Cadet and the whole crew, everybody gone. There was two persons who was to be pacing in that shot who said, boy, be sick with the Saxon. Was me and a guy by the name of James Cartwright. Everybody else went to one family. That to tell you how much I love the Saxon. Everybody going. And I stayed right there. I said, boy, you all go. I stay with the Saxon. Anybody could tell you that. And when we first started putting music in the banner, because remember now, the banner just used to go down Bay Street. Right. And one day, I told Tones and Ralph, I said, well, listen, I want to bring something new to Bay Street. And this could help us win the Junkanoo Parade and all. We got to put some music in the banner, and I want to go down there saying, who are we? So the who are we really came from me. I mean, people used to say it, Big G used to say it. And I kind of take it to a whole different level and have like the Saxon, when I was with the Saxon, you know, having them saying the big uproar and all that stuff, right? So I can put a speaker in the banner, I can get over there to call this mic, and I can rally up the crowd. So what I did was rally up the Saxon crowd, and then, you know, everybody's standing up and everything, and everybody's like, oh, yeah, Saxon coming. You know, and the first time we went in the banner, I can't remember the year, I can't remember the team, but we won with it. We won with it because the music was in the banner, and we had the, like, from start to finish. So the start was the banner playing the music. Because remember now, Shami, when the banner coming down, there was nothing in the banner, and the music is to be way in the back. So the people just used to be waiting until they could hear the music. Right. So I was like, man, this have to change, man. This have to change. So that's how come we started putting music in the banner. Now today, everybody get music in the banner. You know what I mean? Yeah. So there's a lot of things I do, and I don't want to take no credit for it, but I even ain't checking. I just want Junkanoo to stay alive. That's all I'm interested. Junkanoo staying alive in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. That's it.
Well, like you say, you know, everybody has a lane that they're in, and you stand in a lane by yourself, especially when it comes to DJing and music.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of things that you put forward now. You're here to tell your story, and that's why, you know, we brought you on so you could tell your story. And a lot of people see your glory, but they don't know your story. And that's my favorite thing.
Exactly, because I remember you coming to me one day and say, Pencil, you know what, you're an unsung hero, but you don't take the credit and all that. I don't need the credit.
I did tell you that.
I even ain't checking. I even ain't checking. I just want Junkanoo to stay alive. So when paparazzi asks the question what it means to me, it means that I just wanted to stay alive. I want everybody to enjoy it. And this would make me mad too again. Like I'd be recording the Junkanoo stuff, right? And like I trying to get them to the DJ Shaman, and I be giving the DJs them a song to play, the CD to play, they don't play on. You know what I mean? But you give them a reggae CD, they play that. You give them a rap CD, they play that. Shaman, and this is true story. If I don't move with the share right now, I'll never forget this. The Saxon hired this guy to play music on the park. And I went out there. And this when I was a Saxon again. And I went out there. But Saxon's still in my heart now. You know, usually like Delhi again in my heart.
Well, somebody then asked me to explain why you're in a Saxons again. But I think that's up to you if you want to explain that or not. That's personal.
That's personal, yeah. You know,
Yeah.
but
Go ahead.
I went by the Saxon practice one day. And there was this young man playing music out there from a laptop. And he playing all of this reggae music. And he playing all of this rap music and this dance music and this and that. And I was like, bro. So I walk up to him and I was like, bro, you playing to a Junkanoo event. At least give the people Bahamian music. And at that time, Ancient Man was hot. So I tell him, I say, play some Ancient Man. You know, the young man tell me, I ain't got that. Right? This at the time when Elon Moxie was hot. So I say, play some Elon Moxie. I ain't got that. I say, well, anyhow, Bahama ain't got dance to Junkanoo when you gotta have that in your playlist. You know, the young man tell me, I ain't got that. Every Bahamian hot song I asked him for, I said, well, anyhow, play Who Let the Dogs Out. I ain't got that. Shaman, you playing the Junkanoo event. A Junkanoo
event.
Have nothing Bahamian. You don't have nothing Bahamian, but you got every reggae song, if I ask him for any reggae song, play Cartel, play Bounty Killer, play Beanie Man, he got all of them. I tell him play Jay-Z or one of them, he got them. But the Bahamian music, Shaman, in the Bahamas, and you playing the Junkanoo event and you don't have no Bahamian music and your laptop, you see where I'm coming from with this? That's why I tell you, you got to blame the government. The government of the Bahamas right now got to put their foot down and tell every merchant on Bay Street, when we transform this Bay Street, Junkanoo and Bahamian music only. Other than that, be a problem.
Cultural music.
Other than that, be a problem.
Right.
You know? But just ask the question. I fired up.
Well, another question came across is, what about the Junkanoo practices as an event now? Because, you know, everybody, this the season that Junkanoo practices start from about September, and it runs all the way into when we have Nervous Saturday, which we say we have in our countdown too. So every Junkanoo practice is known as an event. What do you think could make them more, a little bit different now that we can get revenues from them also?
Well, the sweetest thing about it is, at least they got their own bar. So that at least they're making some money off the liquor and stuff like that. So that's a good plus. But it isn't anything you could really do to really make money unless you have your t-shirts, your paraphernalia. That's the only way you could make money from the practices. Have your paraphernalia, have your own bar. The group have to have their own bar in order for them to make the money. You understand me? If you don't have your bar at your practices, ain't no one person supposed to be controlling the bar. If anything, let me sell the liquor because the money going towards the group. Let us sell the paraphernalia, the toms, the t-shirts, the whistles, the chain, whatever. You know what I mean? And then some people could get creative. Bring some bells out there to sell. Bring some drums out there to sell. Bring something to sell. Some people could still be making some money, but you just got some lazy people who just won't come out and don't do nothing and no one bring nothing to the table. Some people could even come out there with paper and sell paper. Some people could come out there with shares and sell shares. Be creative, you know.
Think outside the box.
Think outside the box.
And do you realize that there's nothing really for Junkanooers to do? We look forward so much to the practices itself, as a going out event, leading up to that, hyping us up to get to that particular one day. Why is it you feel that Jonkunu music is only practically played around Jonkunu time?
That's sad. That's sad. That's why when I record these CDs, I record these CDs for people to really have it all year round so they could play in their house, they could play in their car and everything. But here's the deal, Charmian. And I said this again, I said this to someone earlier, even today. The Junkanooers don't just wait on November and December to start doing things. Have some paid event, let some fans come in. Remember in the Saxon and the Valley did the thing out there on
Yeah,
Fire Trail Road? Or
flash
what, not Fire,
advertising,
what, Glasstone
Glassman
Road?
Road,
You see how
flash
good that
advertising.
was?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so my point is, everybody could get together. All the leader of the group get together and say, listen, we can do a John Canoe event. We can do a big event. And they could do it, Charmian, they could do it at least every third quarter of the year. Every third quarter, they could do it 3 times a year, do one big thing with all the groups. You got your people on the door, you got your people selling behind the bar, you got your people, your groups, them selling the paraphernalia and all this stuff. There's money to be made, but we just slunking. This John Canoe is an all year round thing. But we only want to deal with it when it comes to the November and December when it's practice time. We got to get out of that frame of mind now. And I was always telling the John Canoers, okay, you have bass section, you have the bass and tom tom come under the same thing. You have bell section, you have brass section, you have the dancer section. Okay, so that's what we can do. Every month, we can do a fundraiser. 1 month, the bass make money. So they could buy the drum or they could do whatever they want to do with the money. Next month, the bellas do something. The following month, the dancers do something. You understand what I'm saying? There's money need to be made. There's money to be made. Sorry. But nobody taking advantage of it. Everybody just when we tell November and December come around just to go to practice, this thing could be running all year round. Give January a break because everybody tired from being in the shack from November. So give January a break. But February come up with a big event. Boat cruise, you could do your little club, whatever. Do something where a group could be making money all year round. All groups could do it, but nobody want to do it. So that's where our problem is.
Pencil.
Yes, sir.
Burns House showed us the formula also.
Exactly, Bear Fest.
I said Burns House showed us the formula.
Yep. And look how much money they make off us.
Yeah, and another event that comes to mind too is when the Valley Boys had that the party with Paradise Games party.
Right.
We could create events to make money and create revenue for ourselves. I mean, I think we're just thinking too small-minded in terms of just having a south and a car wash.
Thank you very much.
I mean, those things are good in one sense, but I'm talking about you could actually have big events.
Just how Burns House could do Bear Fest. And like I say, it's more of us and them. We could come together. All leaders could come together and say, look here. And see, you can't just do one group. You gotta let all 5 of the big A category come together, or even the B's, put the B's in it if you want to, or I don't know how they would do it. But everybody could come up and do one big event and make the money. Why should we, and I'm sorry to say it, right? But why should we be going to Burns House to make this money? We could do it. But nobody checking. Are we that lazy that we can't do it? I just come up with the ideas and tell people how to do for the groups them to make the money, but nobody want to do it, paparazzi.
But they only want to come on board when you can do it. They only want to come on board when you then do it.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, it's sad.
And that's where the problem is, Charmian. That's where the problem is, paparazzi. They ain't want to think outside the box and they ain't checking. But everybody just want to wait till November come around and just want to go to practice and whatever you. And you know, it just, John Canoe is an all year round thing. Carnival is be all year round. And Carnival is move from state to state and country to country. Why John Canoe can't do the same thing? Oh, let me get on this. Please, let me get on this. John Canoe again. Bohemian music again. What's your disappointment? Charmian, we live the closest to the United States of America, right? And this way, blame the government of the Bahamas again. The PLP and the F&M, the F&M and the PLP. Watch this. We live right in the water. We could pee and actually our water, the pee can go straight to Miami, right? Watch this. The Haitians, they have Haiti Day or Haitian Day, whatever they call it. The Jamaican, some best of the best and whatever, and the Jamaican Day. The Trinidadians is some big carnival and all this stuff, right? The Cubans, them, the some all of the Cuban event, right? The Bahamas over there. Name me one thing the Bahamas is up. You see where I'm coming from? And it is teamy right off to know that, boy, we is the closest, we the closest place. We's the closest to the United States of America. But the Bahamians ain't got no say. And we build Miami, but we ain't got no say. Everybody else coming in there and doing what they got to do. The Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Cubans, the Trinidadians, this one, that one, that one. But what the Bahamas got over there? We can't even have a sensible independence over there. The other day, they just had a big event, a 2-day event for the Bahamian over there. They call it Bahamas Strong. Look at the young people who are going over there and celebrate. So you're trying to tell me the people, the Bahamian people, if the Bahamas decide to do something big in the United States of America, you don't think we come in? And furthermore, you know we want to shop? You know we want to go in Walmart? You don't think we can? But there's nothing, Charmian. There's nothing.
Yeah.
And I blame the junkanous, all the leaders. And I blame the most important, I blame the government of the Bahamas. Nothing happening. We need someone serious in culture. Lanisha, she's joking. Danny Johnson was a joker. Not Danny Johnson, Obi Wishcombe was joke. No, Danny Johnson, sorry, was joking in culture. All of them are joking in culture. And I see him say it, they joking. Okay? Charmian, let me ask you something. You ever play cricket in your life?
No.
Why is cricket still our national sport in the Bahamas and nobody's do cricket? I've been to school all of my life and never played cricket in my life. Why is cricket today still the national sport of the Bahamas? Why?
Well, child, that's something new I learned tonight.
What you thought it was?
I just never thought it was cricket.
Paparazzi, what you thought it was, sir? Papa.
It is cricket. It's cricket. Yeah, I know.
Papa, why is cricket our national sport and we don't play cricket? Why?
I don't know.
You see what I'm talking about when I say the government them joking?
But Papa, realize now we had 2 prime ministers who were junkanous.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but let's be realistic now. You know, John Canoe. Let's be realistic. That particular ministry on the whole never really gets much attention.
That needs a ministry by itself. That needs a ministry by itself.
Yeah, but youth sports and culture, the culture and always gets like the little what leftovers as far as I can say. I mean, that's sad to say, but culture in the Bahamas is nothing. I mean, if they were serious with culture, they'd put culture along with tourism, in my opinion.
Well, it was with tourism before.
Yeah, but that's where it needed to be.
But it was there before.
But under youth sports, just how it is. Youth come first, the sports come second, and the cultural part will come third. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. I might be wrong in my thinking, but ain't nothing happening. Nothing happening.
Yeah,
I saw they were revamping their Facebook page. That's about it.
We need to have someone serious in there who can deal with culture the right way it's supposed to be dealt with, because right now, like I say, everybody joking, but we have something what the people, the tourists love to come here and see. But it ain't number one. Why regatta ain't number one in the Bahamas? Because we do a lot of sailing all year round. Why isn't sailing the number one sport? Who in the Bahamas is playing cricket?
Yeah, I agree with you, but let's look at it like this. Seeing that we have this COVID situation going on now, I mean, how can we take advantage of John Canoe under these type of conditions? Because like right now, there ain't much tourists coming in. So yeah, we are cultural people, but I mean, how can we package our culture? Or how can we keep our culture alive in a virtual sense on this platform and other platforms? How can we do that?
Well, it's sad to say, basically, it's basically nothing you could do because you got a social distance, right? So even if the
Yeah,
guys want to
right.
do something, they can't do it because you got a social distance and stuff like that. That's the reason why we haven't Junkanoo. And that's the reason why we can't practice because even if you could just do practice, that would have been good. But you still can't be close to one another. So the COVID is nothing you could do about that. You know what I mean? Nothing you could do about that. But but the leaders need to be calling one another and say, boy, you know what? When this thing over, let's figure out how we could make this thing happen for us. Everybody should be brainstorming right now. But are we doing that? That's
Just
the problem.
downtown.
Are we doing it?
And we have some good downtime to really be doing it. And see, you know, we've been having we've been sending out right now the countdown to Nervous Saturday, you know, and we will be putting out the list, and we have stickers going around. I don't know if you saw some of the stickers I've been putting out,
Yeah,
Prince, and every time they float you know, so we were trying to do things to keep our minds and stuff active. Actually, from March of this year, we fully went full pledge on Facebook with the show itself, just trying to
right,
keep junking in everybody's minds when we was locked down, you know, trying to keep that at the forefront for us. I really have something to do and something to look forward to.
right, right,
You know,
right.
even with the Legends of Junkanoo, the series that I started, because we wanted to really start pushing more people to the forefront to say who are legends and, you know, and unsung heroes too, to say who are persons who really make this thing work. Because a lot of people
Exactly,
see the people at the front, they don't know how many persons at the back really making this thing effective
exactly,
that we have on the street.
exactly. I agree, agreed. And that's where the problem come in. But we just got to be thinking right now and doing some stuff. You know what I mean? It's a perfect time for everybody just to say, you know what? Let me put some stuff
Mhm.
on YouTube. You know, let's figure out how when this country open back up, how we could get this jungle to be all year round. And Shami, this is another sad thing about the way, and like I say, got to go back to the government again, and it's so sad to say in the back of Wood Rogers Wharf right now today, from them tourists step off of that bridge. I mean, sorry, off of that cruise ship, and they walk into that area, Wood Rogers Wharf. Junkanoo's supposed to be playing out there all day. We supposed
Right.
to have we supposed to have colors playing for a half hour. We supposed to have every Saxon, Valley, Roots, Genesis, everybody making money from that. Half hour, a Russian, every day out on that in the back there by Wood Rogers Walk. And you're supposed to have some, and see, here we go again. We supposed to have some Junkanoo boards where people could stick their head in it and make it look like they doing the Russian. They're taking a picture. We charge for that. You understand what I'm saying? But I mean, we ain't doing nothing. We ain't
Hmm.
doing nothing. We just won't wait till November to start rushing. Sad,
Well,
man.
I have Keith Johnson is saying the lack of respect for our culture is one of the reasons why he retired.
And I
You
could
remember
agree with
Keith,
him
right?
100%.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
said lack of respect is one of the reasons. And see, one of the things we always talk about too, when we learn to rest the tribalism down, maybe we could move forward better because we have persons who want to invest in us. But if everything we always try to do, we try to make it so competitive where we always have to be dragging the next one down and pulling and this
down.
and that. That's you know, it's
And, and
tiring.
and that's where the problem come from too. This one hating on this one hating on that one, and stuff. When there's money need to be made. And I'd say this, and it might hurt some people, but how we don't have John Canoe this year, it's a good time for everybody to get together and say, boy, listen to me, Menace, you in charge now. Plus, use the John Canoe, we ain't making no money from this. You need we need at least $3 million allocated in John Canoe for everybody to end up with something. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you know what it is to be on Bay Street rushing and you ain't getting points, but you ain't ending up with nothing just for the love of John. I love John Canoe too, but right now the money need to be made, man. The money needs to be made.
Yeah,
If you if it like they say, don't forget now, you got your family to feed.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Well,
got your
well,
family to
Pencil,
feed, so this
people
money
telling
need to
me,
be
say,
made.
listen, Chadwin, you're talking and you're giving some good information, but we need to hear Pencil music.
Oh Lord.
So,
Let
you
me
know,
play. All
let's
right,
have
so
some. somebody.
What it says now? We got this is Roots.
Bring
Go
the
ahead.
music.
This is Roots right now. Let me let y'all hear some Roots. This is Roots 2011.
Really burning.
And you know it start off with the dum dum.
Oh. Oh.
Let me go straight into the jungle now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Roots 2011, 2010, sorry, 2010. 2011. I was looking at one family. And this is the first CD I record for one family, 2010.
Synchronizing and melody blend into one. Be there, because we are coming.
2010, one family. Warriors, warriors.
Again, we want people to know. Well, Spencer, we want people to know if they want to purchase the CDs. I want them to know if they want to purchase the CDs. Let me give them the number again, Spencer.
All right, so if you want to purchase the CDs, you can come right to the corner, Two Shop Corner. Oh, there we go. I like that.
Yep, there you have
I like
it.
that. But anyway, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's my WhatsApp number. And if you wanna just if you feel like driving, you could go right to Two Shop Corner off East Street, the corner opposite Quackle Street. You can go right to the corner, Two Shop Corner. It's the second to the last house on the right. And you could ask Miss Deborah, and she could hook you up with whatever Junkanoo CD you need, all right? Right there to Two Shop Corner off East Street. Or you could check out Signature Style, on Marathon Road, 394-7855. Signature Style. They got the Junkanoo CD also. Or you can go out to Dundas. I just spoke with Butter today from Roots. And congratulations on your new promotion, Butter. Butter, he said he'll sell the CDs at the Dundas. Sky Juice King, he's over there. So you could always go out to Dundas and check out Sky Juice King right there at the Dundas. You love him right there. And the Sky Juice set up with all those tropical drinks and everything. Sky Juice, he's selling it also. And right now we in the making a CD from one family. We in talks now, and the Valley Boys. I spoke to somebody the other day, so we might still have some new music coming out for Christmas. We're trying to put it together right now.
Right. Well, Spencer, let me get this joke.
Genesis.
Every CD,
go ahead.
Every CD you done give me, I didn't give to people. So I gotta come get my collection. Every CD you done give me, people see me playing it in the car. Oh, somebody called me the other day. Charmaine, I know you got some chocolate CDs. I do the production. I say, here. Every CD you done give me, I done give to somebody. Every single one.
But Charmaine, I want this thing to get so big when it comes to this Junkanoo music, right? I want this stuff to be able to go on.
And also,
right? Pause this for a second. Go ahead.
Hold on, my twin, my CEO say, let you know he need 20 CDP FIE care package. So I didn't send you his number.
Boo you straight. Boo you straight. You straight, boss.
I didn't send you his number. Yeah, he need 20
CDP
FIE care package.
Yeah, Boo you straight. He ain't got nothing to worry about.
So we can continuously play the music and say that number because a lot of people, and I gotta say the number slower. Let me give the number again. pencil, because you know people may miss it off the screen. The number is 4225718, or you could go to Two Shop Corner. Like you say, if you're coming off of East Street, you go to Two Shop Corner. It's the second to the last house on the right. It's Mustard pencil.
It's
House in
yellow and
Mustard,
orange. Yellow and
yellow and
orange.
orange, and ask
Yeah.
for Miss
Miss
Debbie. That's
Deborah.
his mommy.
Yeah,
Miss
Debbie, yeah.
Deborah. Yeah, she know me, child. She know me. I come there for my CD.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and Charmin is my hookup when I couldn't get on Bay Street. Charmin used to give me my ticket so I could go in the bleacher. And here's the deal, Charmin. Every time you look somebody calling me, pencil, I need ticket. I can get ticket. Call the junk and pick up the tickets where you want. They ain't got it. Boy, paparazzi, Charmin had to come through for me. And that's my hookup. I said, Charmin, I need a ticket. Charmin said,
But guess
pencil.
what?
Go ahead.
I used to say pencil. I only got so much ticket, and when I get them and I call you and tell you come for them, because a lot of my family members is rushed. So when I get my extra tickets, even like from the different committees I was on, I could call them, listen here, but you better come for your tickets now. So I give them to somebody else, because most of my family is rushed. Only I had my aunt and all my uncles and my brother, everybody's rushed. So when I had extra tickets, I always call on him, and thank God for Miss Henderson. Miss Henderson, you remember Miss Henderson, who used to be in charge? She used to work under Fast Eddie. Miss Henderson was responsible for some nonsense. Listen here. That woman, I used to tell them judges when we used to give them our tickets, they used to tell me, oh, Charmaine, we can't come for ticket later. I say, listen here, you all don't come for a ticket by a certain time. I give your ticket away.
Exactly.
They say, give it away. And guess what? I used to walk down Bay Street sometime and I see people between the fence with children standing up or whatever. I used to tell them, listen, let them in. I said, give them ticket, come sit down. Miss, how much these tickets cost? I said, listen, you get the ticket free, just sit down, don't worry where it's coming from.
Where it's coming from,
exactly. If you come for the ticket, you could sit down.
Exactly.
You understand? So, you know, I just said to give them away. I said, give them away.
Well, the thing about it, yes, sir.
Let me ask you a question. When did the mic person start become popular in Junkanoo? Along with the music and the banner? What you remember what year that was, or did you have something to do with that?
Well, it's me who originated that. It's me who originated that, because I think it was off there while I was telling Charmaine about it. What happened is that one year I came down with the Saxon, and it was just bad. No hype, no nothing. You know, remember now, Big Juicy just grabbed the mic when it was in Rosin Square, right? And I was like, yo, man, I need to take this thing to a different level. So I tell Tones and Rafa, I said, wait, listen, we going on, and I can put some music in this banner. Because I noticed paparazzi that when the banner coming on, the music is so far in the back. Remember now, Boxing Ladies group, huge, humongous. So the banner coming down is pretty and nothing there to show besides the lights and the glitter and the glamour. So I was like, you know what? I can put some music in this banner and I can rock this banner. And from that day to now, that's how come now music and, you know, hype man became popular in banners now, because it was just boring. You know, so I had to take the Junkanoo part of it, the music part of it to a different level. Like, yo, let me put some music in the banner. And let me just hype up the crowd, because then you want your crowd to feel when you come in. So with you on the mic and saying, who's in the morning, and all the Saxon makes a noise, all the Valley boys makes a noise. If you're proud to be a Valley, say, oh yeah, you know what I mean? And so it just came from there, and it just hype up the crowd, and the rest is history, you know what I mean? But before that was just boring. You know, just boring.
Yeah, and Boo said he also had a thing in his band in 2006, Arabian Nights. I remember that. With Roots, when they had the music in the band of 2006, Arabian Nights.
So the sweetest thing about it is that now with me recording the music is that the fans, so the group get the CD from me, and then they play it in their banner when they come in down. So the fans get to listen to what they playing. You know what I mean? What's being played in the banner and hyping it up. So at least you got, So when the dance section, like, don't forget now, after the banner, you still got not the dancers, what you call the people that
frontline dancers.
The frontline dancers, right? So they don't have
frontline
dancers.
Yeah.
Off the shoulder and all that stuff. So now they got something to dance to. You know what I mean? It's like we got to put music in this banner. So that's how come music gets so popular in the banner right now today.
Well, Willie K
Do
and
you
the
think
group
we'll
chicken,
ever
you
evolve to
know.
the point? Do you think we'll ever evolve to the point where you have acoustics like additional music like on the side of the parade to assist as opposed to having it in the banner? Or do you ever envision
No,
or think we could get
it,
to the
it, it
level like a Samba Dome in Brazil, where they actually have a facility just for John Canoe? Or
well,
Bay
that's
Street
up
is
to the
it? I mean, I always ask this question, and
that's up
people
to the
always tell me
government.
Bay Street is it, and that's it. They ain't having no more discussion about it.
Yeah, it ain't happening.
They asking you was
Yeah, it ain't happening.
and the person who traveled, your opinion on that.
Yeah, it's up. Personally, it's up to the government to do it. But you know what I mean? Because like when the music be way in the back. Now the only problem with that is paparazzi, and it's kind of messed up. Is that you would have a delay in the sound. You know what I mean? A delay will
Yeah.
it really show everything on. And then if you got the noise, if you got the music coming out, and then you got the beat, the brass blowing, and they hear themselves, and they be like, so it's kind of messed up. In a way, it's good, in a way, it's bad. You know, because we live.
Yeah. Okay.
Now,
I got you.
other places you go, they
Yeah.
got music playing, but these guys beating this drum and shaking them
Right.
bells and everything. So yeah, it could throw them off. So I don't see it
That's
happening.
right. Live music.
Yeah, I don't see
Right.
it
Okay.
happening. Music chime or what? Because y'all ask, I
That's
ask.
right. Music. We waiting on music. Because everybody waiting on music.
All right, so this Genesis 2016 is the first time I recorded them. 2016 Genesis. So y'all give me like 10 minutes, I guess 5 minutes, I guess, to make some music fast, and I guess and call up the group. I'm going back to one family right now. Check this one out.
All right. Saxon. Valley Boys.
Man, I feel like getting on Bay Street. All right, so let me tell you the story about the city. Go ahead.
Ain't nothing like hard a Bay Street, and you don't know what to do with yourself. You don't know if to go left, right, center, break off, running. You don't know what to do. But because I
Are
knew
you
two
serious?
centers for many years when I was on the judging in the judging system and in charge of judging, I could not rush. I could not rush because if I rush,
That's to
that
hurt
means
your
I'm
heart. That's
showing
to hurt your heart.
favoritism. So that
Exactly.
hurt me. But I got so used to it after a while that even though I wasn't doing it no more, that I didn't even know how to
Yeah.
rush. So the only time I used to really enjoy myself was the off parades, like Independence or Labor Day, or that's why everybody used to see me
Right.
rushing the road. They say, "Boy, you could rush." I say, "Yeah, because I couldn't do it on Bay Street when y'all rushing. I got to
Right.
rush." You
Right.
know,
That's
but
beside boy. Now
boy, listen,
this CD right here happens to be my favorite CD. Junkanoo of all times. It was recorded in 2014 by the Valley Boys. And the reason why I love it so much is because it's a Christmas CD. And Charmaine, this one right here, I just can't wait for Christmas to come around just so I can play the CD. So ladies and gentlemen, 2014 Valley Boys, and the CD is called the Christmas CD. Check this out. Every year.
ba 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 ba.
You can put in the room.
Ba 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 ba.
Christmas with the Valley. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum. It's snowing. Oh, Lord, I'm running out. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. But yeah, that's
Very
the
good.
Valley
Very
boy. Go
good.
ahead. Go ahead.
You what has killed me, right? Everybody through the bowler shuffle. You heard how bowler said he came up with the dance? Did you watch the show?
I was, you know, I always share and watch the piece and then go watch something else and things like that. How did you get the
Right.
dance?
He 1 year when he had on the scarecrow costume, he came down as a scarecrow. And you know how
Right,
the
right.
scarecrow was wobbling, right? That's how he get
Yeah.
that wobbling move in the hand. And see, then he put the facial expression in the hand. And but you know the scarecrows be wobbling, yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
he
the
perfect that.
scarecrow. He
Wow.
perfected, yeah. He
Well, I
perfected.
just like I said, I just want the thing to just grow, just grow, just grow, just grow. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have all the CDs from 2005. Now some groups, like I say, don't have. I might have like every year behind it because either when I went there, it wasn't ready, or the rain came down. One or two of the CDs even didn't come out good, you know. So it's all kind of mistake. But I learned as I go along to perfect it much better and everything. Now we getting in this new era with the new mixer board where everything could be recorded in the mixer board and I could run everything on a different track. So I'm learning that right now. So the CDs should be better as we move along, you know. Paparazzi, you good?
Right, right.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
we've had
I
a
guess
we've
I
had
just
a go ahead, Papa.
no, I was gonna say 2005 is the same year I started taking my photographs. So I mean we sort of been doing the same thing for just about the same amount of time. Um
Hey, sound like me and you
a
have
long
anniversary
time.
party.
Well, we can sit down and get that together. That's not a problem.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
saying,
yeah.
Charmaine?
Yeah, man. But I was saying, Pencil, you know, during the years that you have been really recording the season itself, you've tend to really uplift a lot of people's spirits because, sometimes I drive in or I in the bottoms, and
Right.
sometimes I go by some of my friends, man, people is be hauling it to the bottoms and knowing music, knowing junkie music. I say, oh, I know that CD, I know that song, I know that one. That's that one thing. Man, listen, I just smile to myself, but it is an inspiration for you to be able to listen, like you say, to our own culture, 365 days of the year, and on a good
Yep.
CD, on a good
Yep.
CD.
Oh,
So
by the
we,
way, let's do this. Let's do this.
mhm,
For the next 20 people, comment on your line because you got to give me the names and the number tomorrow, and they could go by the my mama
right,
and pick it up. But they can't pick it up
right,
until Thursday because I got to record them first and everything. Maybe I could have it together
Right.
tomorrow. But what I'll do for the next 20%.
No, let's say Thursday. Let's say Thursday, whoever watch it, right?
Okay, so the next 20% that give us, how we can do this now? You come up with one, paparazzi come up with one. We can do 10 CDs. I can give away 10. You give away 10. Papa give away 10. Let's do that.
Okay.
So you go first. You come up with something, but it could, while you do that, I'm gonna think about something.
Okay, well, the first one I want to come up with is a question when you said you first started off. So the question will be around you when you first started DJing and the station you started on. That's the first question.
Okay.
So they have to watch it now to go and find that out. So you'll have them watching the series again to see what you said.
Exactly. But mine, I can make mine so hard, and then so I can do five for the first 5, and then 5 for the second side, even if they give the same answer, but it got to be corrected. Well, it used to be something happening in Centerville in October, right? Well, they used to do the Junkanoo Parade. That's the first question. There's something used to happen in Centerville in October. Where they used to do the Junkanoo Parade? That's one. And number 2, what year did Saxorama start with the Shell Sax and Superstars? They're my 2 questions. So they could just give me them. You're supposed to know them. If you don't know them,
right,
you're supposed to know them. So call and the first 5.
Leave a comment.
Yeah, leave a comment. The first 5.
Right.
So that's Centerville in October, and that's Saxorama. Paparazzi, I go.
Simple question. You already said it like 1,000 times tonight. What year did you start distributing your CDs? That's the question.
Right.
Yeah, Pencil started distributing the Junkanoo CDs. Simple question.
So they
We have
And
a
the
balance
third,
now.
and the third question, the next question would be, which CD was Pencil's favorite CD and the year he recorded? Which one was your favorite one and the year you recorded? I listen and I hear that.
Jingle.
Yeah, don't.
For real, so they gotta get that. But Charmaine,
Okay, now
go ahead.
one I want you to play before we go, because we got a couple minutes. We need a couple more minutes after. One that you didn't play, but I really liked.
Okay.
It was One Family 2015, I think, 16, Papa, 2016, when we used to be on the air on 102.9. And Pencil to give me that CD. I used to play that CD everywhere. Everywhere I go.
Which song?
I think it was the This Old Man. It was a kindergarten song, some type of kindergarten song.
Everybody know what my favorite Junkanoo song is.
Yeah, I just remember you the other day.
Paparazzi.
And thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Well, yeah, I know. I want to know what it is. Paparazzi, the song.
That's
I know. Ask him.
That's it.
I asked him. Paparazzi,
Yeah, that's
the
it.
song, right? All right.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I trying to find it. I am Beauty and the Beast. Hold on. This One Family 2016.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, that's it.
Pencil. You were speaking to earlier about the Bahamian music, and you're so passionate about Bahamian music.
Yeah,
I can just throw a curveball at you right now. Your thoughts on the
yeah, man.
Bahamian music in Junkanoo versus the popular music
Reggae.
versus the
The Shirley
yeah.
Street music, man. The
It's
Shirley
popular
Street
versus the
Sambal
Bahamian
music.
music.
The tree
'Cause, you
shaking
know,
music on Shirley Street in the danger zone.
Go ahead and listen and Bravo. I understand what you're
yeah,
saying, but
yeah,
here's the deal with that.
yeah. Your thoughts. I mean, everything sounds good with Junkanoo. I mean, Junkanoo goes well with everything, especially a good gospel. But I mean, I was just your selections earlier. You were playing a lot of Bahamian music in the Junkanoo form. That's why I asked you that question just now. Um, your thoughts of the Bahamian music versus the popular music. Should we be playing more Bahamian music in Junkanoo? Or I mean, it goes a lot with the theme, but they're producing also nowadays. But your thoughts on that?
Yeah, we should be playing a lot of Bahamian music, but here's the downfall with that. How much Bahamian music we have, which is good, which is relatable. We have a problem. Remember what I said earlier, that the number one female song for the past 16 years, you know how much years I call? 16 was Tell All I Hear, Veronica Bishop. Name me one song with it. Nah. Listen, Nishi Ali would just come up with um Lose Me As My Girl, right? And then they know I love them song. And I love the Bahamian artists. But name me one female song today without a Tell All I Hear. You on the line now. I can see your face. You can name me one?
Mm-mm.
There we go. That's where the problem come in right there. Because here's the deal. The Bahamian artists want to record their song, But the reason why they don't get it, they don't really record it is because, first of all, they don't have the funds, right? They don't have a studio where they could go to where someone could really bless them to push their stuff. So that's the main kicker. But the problem is that the DJs don't play the people's song, and the radio station don't play the people's song. Now, when I say the
Yeah.
radio station, I talking like the hot radio station. So by me saying hot, that means they might play it because it ain't hot. You know what I mean?
Then
So
how do it get hot if you don't play it?
there we go. That's where the number one radio station is supposed to be pushing it so it can get hot. Matter of fact, I'll tell you all the story, but same song, Tell All I Hear. 100 Jams and started playing that song tell about 3-4 years later,
Wow.
and then made it a hit 3-4 years later. So paparazzi, to answer your question is that if the and I said this to all Junkanoo groups. I'm sorry to say it, but I'll tell you this: if you ain't blowing what them people want here, buddy,
Yeah.
you in problem. You in problem. That is one of the most important thing right now when it comes to blowing for Junkanoo and for Junkanoo. That is one of the most important thing. You have to blow what the people want here. Other than that, ain't nothing happening. Remember the year when 4 years ago, I think, maybe even 5, when Roots shut down Bay Street when they played the song "All Day We Drinking and We Don't Need No
Yeah.
Chase Up." That was the hardest
Right.
song on Bay Street. They had the Saxon singing the song, they had the Valley singing the song, they had Family singing the song. Why everyone was singing the song? Because the song was hot. Every time they start off the song, the crowd went crazy. They went crazy because that's the hardest song. So the problem is you got to blow the people want to hear. Yeah, you got to stick with your theme. I prefer it's just to play all Bahamian music, but how much good Bahamian songs we have to play?
Right. But Spencer, let me tell you what stuck to me last year because I wasn't on Bay Street last year, but I heard you on I watched a lot of the replays from last year.
Right?
And last year, Valley Boys played Bluebird through my window, and they
Through my
playing all of
window.
them. Man, listen here. I was running to this house dancing. That did sound so good. And I had on these same headphones because when I put these on, I feel like I in the square
Yeah,
in the
you're there,
middle
right?
there.
You there,
Like I
yeah,
there.
yeah.
They were singing that. And I mean playing that, and then they said there's a brown girl in the ring. Cha la la la. Man,
Yep.
listen. And
They
see
shut it
the
down.
simplest songs with children. can understand this be the best songs. The
In a way,
simple
yeah.
songs.
In a way, yeah. But see, we go up off of that.
Stop it, know what they saying. The simple song what a child could understand this be the best playing songs. And it's just three words. It's like, bluebird, bluebird, through my window.
But
Let's
Charmaine,
take
it's
a
not
little tap right up. Man,
Charmaine, it's not
listen.
only the songs, you know, it's also the themes, the
The
simple
rhythm,
themes
the
you get on
thing,
Bay Street
the simple
also.
thing, the simple
Simple
thing.
themes.
Yeah,
When you go too
Yeah.
deep, you get beat.
yeah.
Yeah, very good. See, and I'll say this, you know, and I tell all the junkinos this, all the groups, and they could tell you, I tell them this. Stop coming on Bay Street and playing 7, 8, 9, and 10 songs. That
Yeah,
ain't
you
going.
only need three. You only need
You only
three.
need 3 songs and your
Three
fanfare.
songs. Three
That's
songs
all.
in
No, sorry, not
fanfare.
your fanfare. Your whatever you want to call your fanfare or your big head, whatever you want to call it. Because
Right.
what you done blow down in the back, the people in the front ain't hear it yet.
Thank you very much.
You understand what I'm saying? So stop trying to blow all kind of song and mixing yourself up and you don't know when to call the song. And then when you get in Rosin Square, because you didn't blow the good one down there, you get in Rosin Square where everything counts, and then you blowing a boring song. You got to
Now
stop
everything
that.
in just count there. Hold on now. Everything in just count there. Every go on count.
No, when I say count, that's where the majority are. That's where you're supposed to really bring it.
Yes. That's where the
You
TV
understand
is.
me?
The camera. But
Exactly.
the camera's be to the gate now too though. The fairness is
Yeah,
down to the gate.
but I mean, you got to blow right there. That's where you really got to hit it, and there is really where you have to hit it. But you got them. You got some groups that just come blowing, and then when they get in Bay Street, they try blowing song where they ain't away. What do you got to
I
say
know,
that
right?
one? And I be mad, and I've been standing there
Me
pulling
too.
for a group, and I just be like, well, mother sick. No, but you ain't just blowing this coming in here. Look at the fans.
The
Look at the
fizzle.
crowd. And
The
there's
fizzle.
another. This is the most important thing right there. Just let me say this, Papa. You laughing, but let me say this. The junkanous got to stop this. If you to your practice, and you blowing a song, and you see your fans them standing up like this, buddy, take that out your roster. Take it out. It ain't a wait. Because if you can't have your fans on the side doing this while you passing, ain't nothing happening. The Valley boys should go by their practice and they blow them on song when the people in here, they have it like this. So I go knock the person and say, boy, look at your crowd, look at your fans. They're moving. I go to the accent, Rudy could tell you. I go to Crystal, I say, be like, look here, look at the fans. If you see your fans in music, that music ain't for Bay Street, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It ain't for Bay Street. You got to blow what the people want to hear. Other than that, you get beat.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Oh, man.
But see, what I told them too, and what we talk about too, Pencil, the fanfare and stuff on Bay Street. The sweetest part of the music on Bay Street is beat in the hall down there. Pop, you know what I'm talking about.
Coming out, exactly.
In the hall.
No judges, no points.
George Street, there no point. They just have the sweetest music. Why you think everybody's piled up down there?
Serious thing.
Yeah.
It is be good.
Yeah.
But I like
Everybody's
groups.
piled up down there.
I like groups that have a nice fanfare. Not a fanfare, a big head, or some way they can have the fans involved. Like the Valley Boys get, they scared, right? And then they got the next one, dun, dun, dun. Okay, who are we, the Valley?
Right.
If every group right now could come up, when Saxon used to blow on a big head, dun, 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 dun. Man, listen, the crowd used to go crazy for that.
Right.
And all of a sudden they stopped blowing it. As far as I can say, that's your signature brass right
Yeah,
there.
Roots have one too.
Yeah, but the Roots is telling that Roots coming.
Yeah,
Move
out the way. Yeah.
You gotta have something strong so the people could sing and relate to, in order for you to hype yourself up and for you to hype your fans up and for your fans to hype you up. If you can't do that, you're in problem. I'm telling you, you're in problem. But there's so much things we need to talk about. You're gonna invite me back here another day again.
Of
so
course.
Because you know, Saturday we was all our hard work have been beaten Saturday coming. And who was gonna pick first out the gate?
Don't worry, we can do a little, Boo and I, and we can go live Saturday and do our own little nervous Saturday and pull the numbers on the box.
You know what? I have a wedding to do on Saturdays. According to what time is wedding over,
Yes,
I want to come there and just play some music. That's what I can do. And we can come and just have a nice little party. And we could just do our own, nervous Saturday thing. And yeah, let that happen. Put something on the grill and whatever.
Right.
and
Boo
paparazzi.
right here.
And then,
Hey, Boo right
hey,
down here. Listen, you can tell him. Let him know. He here
and that's what
listening.
we
You
got
can
to
let
do.
him know.
We got to get someone from each group to pull out the hat or whatever we put it in
Right.
with the box.
Right.
Someone got to pull it
Right.
out.
Right.
That means I got to be the one calling off who pick what is ready.
Yes. Sound like.
Oh Lord, boy, this
Sound like.
Saturday. Yeah, let's make it nervous Saturday. Let's
We
make it
can, we
nervous,
can make
ladies
it
and
nervous
gentlemen.
Sunday. We can make it happen.
Yes.
So let's hear your last song for the night so we can officially thank you so much for just bringing us into this withdrawals what we be having, to calm it down a little bit.
Yeah, and Pencil, we just want to thank you for the good job you've
Well,
been doing over the years, man. Without the music, without you recording the music, I don't know where we would be today. Because everybody playing the music now. It's Junkanoo time. Thanks a lot, man.
paparazzi. Let me tell you what what I want to happen. I want this music right now to be, and I should have done it a long time, but I want to get permission for the group so the group could make money from it. Well, when we post this online, on SoundCloud, on YouTube, or iTunes or whatever,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
the groups
And you
make
get
money
cash
from
out.
this.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? When they buy it, Pencil don't get the money. I don't listen to me. Just give me my little percentage. And you all have the rest. I ain't no person, but everybody could eat from this. Because I want, if the man blowing the horn, I want him to get something. If the bell is shaking, I want him to get something. The kunkalakas, I want them to get something. Everybody could get a couple type something to put in their pocket at the end of the day. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I always just record 100 CDs and say, this is the group one now. I don't know what they do with 1,000. That ain't my business. But I don't want the group thing Pencil making all kind of money from this and I giving patronizing back to them. No. Every time I record a group, I always give them back 100 CD. I say, sell these for $10 a piece. That's $1,000, Charmaine.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's $1,000
I'm
paparazzi.
glad you talk all about that. Yeah.
No, I don't know what they do with the money, but I give them 100 CD. Sometimes I even give them more than that. And like I say, when someone come by me or they see me and they say, man, come on, CD. I say, who is? And then I remember their face. I'd be like, oh man, have the CD. You know what I mean? That's just me. I don't need to be I don't make no big money off of this. But at the end of the day, I want you to be happy just as much as I want to be happy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But
You'd be surprised in how that you'd be surprised in how much that one CD means to that individual.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But paparazzi, we got to get this on SoundCloud. We got to get this on YouTube. People got to start paying for this, where the group make money from it.
Right.
You understand me? So as of next year, I want to get together. And see, this is another thing what I was brainstorming on. The groups need to get together right now and say, boy, you know what? And me and Tori right now from One Family and Talks now, well, we could do this and we could put this in there on SoundCloud and iTunes, where the group could be making money from this and everybody could be happy at the end of the day. So at least it's another income and another revenue where money could be coming in from the Junkanoo music, not the CD, the music, because iTunes got to pay for it, and everybody can make some money from it.
And also, the prime example is when you say your favorite CD was the Christmas album. I mean, the Christmas.
Why you giving the answer? Hold on. You giving the answer?
So imagine if a group would produce a Christmas CD just for iTunes and iCloud or whatever else the case may be.
Paparazzi, you are so correct with what I'm saying. We need a Junkanoo CD right now, today. Even if some people from family get together, roots get together, like just how they do them Junkanoo Rush when they go by Bahama and Atlantis and thing. Okay, let's get together. Let's do the CD. Let's do the CD and make this a Junkanoo Christmas CD, not a Valley Boy Christmas or Saxon Christmas. This all us, and let's all us just do the CD and we love I'll tell you all this. That would be the best Christmas CD in the history of music when it comes to Christmas. Not just for the Bahamas, because everybody go and play that all over the world. Because it's different, and you get brass, you get drums, you get cowbells, you get conga. Come on, man. What more you want? Money to be made.
Yep.
Just gotta make it happen.
Thank you,
man.
Let me play my Christmas song.
Yeah, play a song and we're gonna try and put up where to get the CDs from.
But just let me say, I'd like to thank you guys for having me, FYE. I'd like to thank you guys for having me on. I never thought I would be on, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I get a little shy, but Charmaine, I know you can push me to make sure I come on. And Papa's my boy. And me and Papa been boys for a long time. Me and they started being boys. So, you know what I mean? But I want you guys, as a matter of fact, to keep doing the work that you guys are doing because, boy, without you all, we gonna have a problem. You know what I mean? So I want to send kudos to you guys. So make sure keep how you guys just keep pushing this Junkanoo and pushing this Junkanoo, and you're getting on all the celebrities, the fighters, the rowers, the moves, the shakers, and everybody. I just want to thank you guys for doing that. You know what I mean? Because we need it. We especially now how COVID is here, and this the final
Yeah,
last month of Junkanoo. I think y'all gotta
yeah.
come. Y'all gotta come on like 3 times a week now. Are you serious? Because there can be some rowing going on. You know what
Don't
I mean?
worry. The week of Christmas, we can make some adjustments and we can do what we can do.
Okay, cool. But I just want to thank you
Mhm.
guys. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Valley Boy. Junkanoo, since we're in the Christmas season right now, it's December 1st. The Valley Boy, Junkanoo Christmas. Oh man, Santa Claus ain't coming to town this year.
Coming time. Oh boy,
And they,
send
they,
some
they say
beer.
if Santa Claus coming to town, he ain't coming. They say he can be here for Christmas, but you can't get a gift still on January 8th. So I say, why? They say, because Santa Claus got to go in quarantine. He get quarantined for 14 days. Oh boy. But anyhow,
Well,
go ahead.
yes, Victor. Thank you so much. It's been such an awesome night. Folks, again, we're asking you if you're interested in pencil CDs, you can give him a call at 422-5718. He has CDs from 2005 up to
Mhm.
2019. On behalf of my co-host, Mr. Kevin Junko Paparazzi, and my
Papa.
producer, Miss Brighton Roll. We thank you so much from
Yeah, roll,
FIE
roll.
Junkanoo Rush. Like we say, feel it in your belly. Thank you so
Peace.
much.
God bless. We out.
Good night. Good night.
All right.